Good day everyone, welcome back to the High Desert Garden. Today I'm just bringing you a quick update on the dragon fruit plant. Now usually I do these updates every 6 months, every year, whenever if the plant has done something that I think deserves sharing, then we update. Some of you have requested an update and I was more than happy to do an update because I was about to do one anyway. This plant, as you can tell, it was only this tall during the last update, which was, I believe, less than 6 months ago. Now, one of the reasons I think that we've seen a lot more growth in this plant, somebody had commented during the last update that the plant really should have grown bigger and that the person thought maybe I wasn't fertilizing enough. And I think they were right. Because what I did is I took their advice and I added some fertilizer. Also combined with the fact that summer was here and I was finally able to put the plant outdoors. A lot of people don't realize we only have an outdoor growing season of about 6 weeks here for plants that like it hot. Because we can get freezing weather all the way up into mid-July. And then we can get freezing weather again around mid-September. So give or take a little bit depending on the year. That's what we get around here. Now this plant, I didn't put it out as early as I could have in July. I ended up, I think, moving it closer to September. I moved it outdoors. And you can see the thicker growth that we got when the plant got the sun and everything that it really liked. It just grew thicker stalk. It looked better. And I've just had very few issues with this plant. I'm really happy with it. As you can see, I do need to construct an actual dragon fruit type trellis that traditionally people build for these plants. And I will be doing that because my goal is for this plant to do as well as it can and possibly get this plant to flower and maybe produce some dragon fruit, which will be quite an accomplishment here in the high desert. So much of the growing will be indoors, of course, because of the weather we get outside. But who knows? Maybe I'll be able to get a heated greenhouse or something here shortly. Now, the cutting that you guys saw me do from the last update, where I cut one of these side shoots off the plant and I put it in some soil. I'm also bringing you an update on that because just look at the growth we've got from the cutting. It's put out 2 shoots. The plant is doing really well. So now I have not just 1 dragon fruit, but 2. And as you can see, I can get several more plants out of this one plant. Now, when you do take your cutting and you put it in soil, be patient. Because one thing I did notice is that it took several weeks before I even saw anything. I was beginning to wonder if the cutting was even going to do anything, but I just kept up checking on it, making sure to give it water here and there, and it's doing fantastic. So I'm really happy with the progress. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Now, the rest of my indoor plants are also doing very well, and there's a couple reasons for that. I very rarely lose one of my indoor plants. And last year was kind of the exception to that because I had some major pest problems. And I have since learned of some ways to help fight back these indoor pests. Because when you have pests indoors, it's a different game and they can really cause a lot of damage to your plants. So look forward to a future video on managing pests indoors. But for now, I want to encourage you guys to grow organic, eat organic, so you can be organic.